Iran scare the hell out of me. CNN's military expert, retired General Mark Hertling, said today, "This scares the hell out of me. The question now is why this American general is so terrified." The American military base in Jordan that Iran has struck, and as of the time of this writing is still striking, is an extremely important base from a strategic standpoint. General Mark himself said, "This base is the most secure. Yet how are Iran's drones and missiles striking it directly?" You have surely seen the viral video by now. Analyzing this video, Sky News military expert Sean Bell said today, American interceptors scrambled, but Iranian drones broke through. Simply put, the American interceptors are going up and can be seen doing so, but Iranian drones managed to slip through all these Patriots and strike directly. Why is this possible? MIT professor Postal said, Iran has already knocked out U.S. radar and command and control systems in the region. You can verify the truth of this by asking people in Kuwait. Many have informed me that sirens are sounding after these missiles have already struck, meaning the radar is not working. And this is exactly why CNN's military expert, General Mark, said, "This scares the hell out of me." You have surely learned by now that 2 American soldiers have been killed in Jordan. One is missing, and many casualties have occurred, numbers which America is not disclosing. So why did they disclose these numbers? Do you know the reason? An American soldier himself recorded and spread this video. If this video had not spread, America would not have acknowledged these casualties either. Now you might ask, why did this American soldier spread the video? Brazilian world-renowned journalist Pepe Escobar said, "Maybe many American soldiers are no longer willing to die for Israel." Anyway, today America again struck many areas around the Strait of Hormuz in Iran. Now a pattern is becoming somewhat clear. Thank you so much. In the 39-day war, which Iranians call the Ramadan War, we geopolitical analysts could not understand America's plan at all. America was striking wherever it felt like, but you cannot win a war this way, let alone accomplish anything. However, now a pattern is becoming clear. Geopolitics analyst Trita Parsi said, "It's clear that the U.S. wants to take control of the Strait of Hormuz. This is why America has been striking this area for the past week. My sense is that America wants to seize Bandar Abbas. Let me inform you that Bandar Abbas is extremely important for Iran. Today, America also struck the road connection between Bandar Abbas and Tehran. For a moment, assume America has seized Bandar Abbas, or Karg Island. Then what?" Sky News military expert Professor Michael Clark said all American soldiers will become prey for Iran. Giving arguments for this, he said that if America seizes an island or a city in southern Iran, Iran would actually be pleased. Then from any other region of Iran, they could very easily strike these American soldiers. For 2 days now, I have been wondering whether Trump or the Pentagon is really this foolish. Almost all military experts are giving the same opinion. Will America still launch a ground operation? Perhaps time will tell. However, geopolitics analyst Trita Parsi made a comment saying that Trump may very quickly withdraw from this region. So before withdrawing, he wants to show strength. I personally do not think so. Imperialists never withdraw on their own. At least history does not say that. Rather, they have to be driven out. Meanwhile, today, Iran again struck a water treatment plant in Kuwait. Strikes are continuing in Jordan as well, meaning Iran has not been suppressed at all. Rather, just as they fought with their heads held high in those 39 days of war, they are doing the same now. The Washington Post's Fareed Zakaria wrote a column today with the headline, "Iran War is a Gift for China." Giving arguments for this, he said that Beijing did not have to fire a single bullet, yet simply because of the Iran War, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, and the Philippines can no longer trust America. He also wrote that citizens of American allies, South Korea, Taiwan, and Japan, now believe America cannot protect them. If one of the most secure American military bases in Jordan can be struck by Iran, killing American soldiers, how can that America protect other countries? From the very first day of this war, Iran has been saying it would teach America such a political and economic lesson that America would be forced to withdraw from this region. That is exactly what is happening. CNN conducted a survey asking American citizens, "What do you think? Are groceries affordable?" When the war started in February, 45% of people said no, meaning not affordable. And now, do you know what percentage says no? 66% of Americans think the prices of goods have risen significantly, and they are struggling to afford them, meaning Americans are already beginning to feel the results of this war. Iran knew from the very beginning that defeating America militarily would be difficult, so they prepared for strategic warfare over many years. The results are what we are seeing now. By closing the Strait of Hormuz, Iran has stopped approximately 20% of the world's oil and gas supply. There is nothing anyone can do about this. Even if America seizes areas around Hormuz, they still cannot open Hormuz, because Iran will always have the capacity to destroy ships with missiles or drones from any region of Iran. Meanwhile, Houthi leader... Thank you so much. Meanwhile, Houthi leader al-Burqaithi in Yemen said today Saudi Arabia will face a major defeat. He presumably threatened to close the Bab al-Mandab Strait in the Red Sea, and if this strait is closed, which Iran has strategically prepared for long ago, then 50% of the world's oil and gas supply will stop. Then what will Trump do? Iran has not yet gone that route, but if necessary, it will certainly close Bab al-Mandab as well. Ending today's piece with Iranian Foreign Minister Araghchi's quote, Araghchi's, I'll get the name right next time, please forgive me. Araghchi's quote, he said, "We do not see them as a superpower, and we have shown them that they are not. This is now the reality. People across the entire world are watching how Iran alone is making America struggle. Trump got stuck in Iran. In one sense, it is at Hormuz that the fall of imperialist America has begun. Trump himself said, 'I don't want to be Herbert Hoover.' Why did he say this? Because during former American President Herbert Hoover's time, the world's greatest economic depression occurred, and Trump himself said he had only oil reserves for 4 more weeks before he ran out. That is why Trump was forced to sign the MOU. Without accepting defeat to Iran, Trump has now gotten involved in war again. University of Chicago professor Robert Pape said, Trump is going to become Herbert Hoover, for sure. For those wondering why Iran is not striking Israel this time, Tehran University professor Marandi has given the explanation. He said Iranians want Israel to strike first so that Iran can destroy Israel's military bases. Now the question is, why is Iran not striking on its own? Professor Marandi said Israel's national elections are in October, and Netanyahu is more likely to lose those elections if Iran strikes on its own now. Netanyahu's popularity in Israel could increase, so Iran is not striking on its own for now. If necessary, it will. And this is geopolitics. You might think the person who comes after Netanyahu could be even worse. Yes, that is true. But geopolitics does not work that way. History will record that Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu had to accept defeat for getting Iran into war, and American President Trump had to face consequences worse than Herbert Hoover. Through this, no imperialist power will ever dare to attack Iran again. Iran is doing exactly that. And the uncivilized, barbaric Arab sheikhs, history will also record that when Iran was alone fighting 2 imperialist powers, the barbaric Arab sheikhs were busy serving imperialist America and enjoying themselves.